Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Elena. I'm talking about design, share tips on how to boost UI, UX and product design skills on this channel. And whether you're working on UI, UX or product design, mastering design principles can be essential, can boost your UI skills, make your work stand out and help communicate effectively with your users. And here are 12 ultimate secrets and principles of design that can help you with it. Today we're diving into one of these principles called contrast. And we're going to learn about what contrast is, why it is so important. I'm going to share tips of using contrast effectively and common mistakes to avoid. So what is the contrast? You can find many definitions of contrast, but long story short, contrast is all about using differences in elements to create visual interest and guide the viewer's eye. It can be through color, size, shape, space, or even texture. Contrast helps guide the user's eye to the key information, creates hierarchy, and make content more readable. And without contrast, everything on the page blends together, leading to confusion and lack of focus. You can improve contrast for all elements that you have on your design. It can be image, illustration, icons, any UI component, text, or even background. By combining opposite elements like dark and light colors or large and small shapes, you can highlight important areas and improve readability of your design. Look at the screenshots and analyze what elements draw your attention first. Or second, what is the most important element on the screen? So why contrast is important? Contrast can help important element to stand out. For example, using bright color for call to action button make it easy to find and encourage interactions. And also to improve readability. Text needs to be easily readable, and dark text on light background or vice versa is a classic use of contrast. Also, it helps to create visual hierarchy. Contrast helps establish a hierarchy, guiding users' eye from the most important element to the least important elements. And for example, large headliners grab attention first, leading by smaller body text. As I mentioned before, you can create better UI by learning about contrast and using different colors, sizes, shapes, space, and texture. And here are tips of using contrast effectively. First of all, mix your fonts. Pairing different fonts can add character and improve readability. For example, use a bold serif font for headings and clear sans serif font for body text. This combination creates visual interest and contrast that makes your text hierarchy clear. Pair colors. Choose colors that stand out against each other. White text on a dark blue background is a classic, clean look, and the most contrasting pair of colors are complementary. This is like colors that are on the opposite sides of the color wheel, but I might say this color choice is really tricky, so I suggest to try more simple color pair, and you can find a lot of plugins and Figma that can help you to find the perfect color pair for your interface. And it's about size variation, various sizes of elements or typography. Large image with smaller text underneath guides users' eye in a specific direction. It's used often in landing pages and promotional materials. Also, this is a part of the other design principles called hierarchy, so stay tuned. I'm going to talk about this principle in my next videos. And texture. Using different texture can create a tactile contrast that adds depth and visual interest to your design. For instance, pairing smooth, flat background with textured elements like a grainy or patterny overlay draws attention to specific areas. But be mindful not to overdo this because subtle texture work best in UI designed to avoid overwhelming users. And space and paddings. Contrast isn't just about the elements themselves, it's also about the space around them. Giving elements enough padding and negative space helps them to stand out against each other and help them to breathe. Generous white space can create a minimalistic aesthetic and more attractive look, and also to improve readability. And here are common mistakes to avoid. Too much contrast. If everything in your design is contrast, then nothing stands out. Stick to a few contrasting elements to keep your design and user focused. And the opposite situation when not enough contrast. Lack of contrast leads to bland design, light gray text on a white background is hard to read and doesn't capture attention, make sure there is enough difference between elements to make your design interesting, and poor color choice. For instance, red text on a green background is difficult to read and unpleasant to look at. Choose harmonious color palette to avoid this issue, and all these Figma plugins can help you with it. And as you can see, contrast is a powerful principle for creating visual, impactful designs. Stay tuned for the next design principle, hierarchy, where I will explore how it can help improve the user experience for your designs. If you found this video helpful, please press on thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you for watching and keep designing.